Welcome to the Orderflows Delta Scalper. Learn how understanding order flow delta can help you find better trades with low risk. First, let me read a quick disclaimer. This presentation is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered a solicitation to buy or sell a futures contract or make any other type of investment decision. Futures trading contains substantial risk and is not for every investor. An investor could potentially lose all or more than the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show Delta Scalper on a Renko chart. This is a UniRenko chart. A question was asked me the other day. How does it work on Renko charts? Well, specifically mean Renko charts. I don't use mean Renko charts. I'm not a big user of Renko charts completely, but I do have some on my system, my trading software. So like I said, this is a 4 UniRenko chart. Starting on the 14th of this past Monday, the 14th of March. And you see, gave a buy signal here, a sell signal here. It didn't work out on the sell side. It worked out on the buy side. Just take it forward to the next day. We got a buy signal here, sell signal, another buy signal towards the end of the day. I'm using my own custom range. When I say I use my own custom range, it's my own time settings. I start my trading day in the S&Ps at 7 a.m. and I run it until the close. So I'm not necessarily, I don't want to see the overnight session. It's not that I don't care about the overnight session, I do, but for my main trading during the day, I find it easier just to have a chart that's easier to read. So anyway, so this was the 15th. This was the second day of the week, Tuesday. On the 16th, Wednesday, Fed day. You see, it came in, made a low. It kicks off a signal right at the low. Here's one that failed. Here's one. It picked the high. I mean, we did tick through the high by a half a tick. Even back here before selling off. But anyway, it's a Fed day, so it's going to be a lot of activity here right on the Fed minute release. The market just spiked right up, but it did give a couple sell signals that were failure. I mean, realistically, you're not going to be trading during that time. And I don't say, well, if it had worked, I wouldn't say, well, you see, it picked that. But in this case, realistically, you shouldn't be trading when the Fed minutes are being released. So you oftentimes get signals one way or the other. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But realistically, even if it was a buy signal, you wouldn't have been able to catch it for the most part. Even here, the market, this is already how many minutes afterwards. I'm not saying, again, this was a nice signal, but, usually I'm not trading around that time. So, you got two failed, one big winner. Later in the day, 40 minutes later, this signal here is probably a little bit easier to take because the market's not as volatile. It's already 40 minutes after the fact. Even this one here, an hour after the fact, did go against you. A couple ticks, a couple points in this case. In this one, it was never against you. Here's another buy signal. Did get a little bit against you. Depending on your entry. Ideally, I'd like to get in somewhere around this zone here. Traded right up here where you get a sell signal, then going into the close. So, that was a day where there's abnormal volatility due to the Fed. So then on the 17th, what do you got? You got, just after 7, yeah, you got a buy signal. I don't know. I would have been interested in, I think, two failed signals here. Another failed signal, another failed signal. It just wasn't a good day. It took a couple of trades, but you would have. That's why, one nice thing is you could have fairly tight stops. This is Friday on the 18th. Again, right on the open. I don't like getting signals right on the open. I find that they're just, I just prefer not to trade it. Here you have one after 12, failed. Here you got one, worked. Here's another one that worked, and then the market closed for the week. So that was, that was this week from the 14th through the 18th. This is the June S&Ps. So for more information on the Orderflows Delta Scalper, visit www.orderflows.com And you could see a few more videos on my YouTube channel, or just send me an email and I'll see if I can put a video together for you. Thank you.